Listen, man. Listen, we got breaking news in the WWE. You see our truth, man. He just cut his hair on national television. You heard what the man said. The truth shall set him free. Listen, history was made. This is why everybody watches wrestling. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Our truth is the hottest thing right now in professional wrestling, and it's not even close. If WWE is smart, they will put the machine behind our truth. Listen, this guy says so much right now. It's so much to break down. I could just tell you off the top of my head. The man said in so many words, man, he is Ron Killings now. We all know Ron Killings happens to be his real biological name, ladies and gentlemen. He won't be gone by our truth, but clearly the truth, the whole gimmick, it will still be instilled in Ron Killings. As you can see, I could see the slogan already: the truth, nothing but the truth, all that other stuff, so we get the picture. Now, we don't it was a lot of speculation that basically Triple H, and he went on the podium and said it was just all a part of the show. And you heard R Truth, his son, come out and say that no, that's Cap. They call Cap. All of this stuff was all on social media. It was a big movie. You understand? Triple H basically came out today on social media and basically said, y'all wanted you wanted it. So basically, they released him. We all know WWE. They've been on a roundabout of releases of the professional wrestlers that they will be letting go. We seen Braun Strowman, Carlito. It was no love for Carlito. Like I said, it wasn't just our Truth who got released. Carlito got released alongside of him, but clearly there was no uproar. There was no backlash for Carlito. Our Truth happened to be, we all know, was in the main event of what was it? Pardon me, Saturday night's main event with John Cena. So all of that, it was just all messed up. How you release a guy that's in the middle of a program with a man that's on his farewell tour, and it's so crazy that John Cena is having this farewell tours, this is that, and the best thing about it is his interaction with R Truth. Now, what R Truth said, were basically not only the truth that they brought back our truth, which is the people, us, we control the show, but now he is going to be himself. Our Truth, I knew right away. I thought a heel turn was on en route, because we come on, if you know wrestling, our Truth is running around masked up, all black, all black alone. You should know, okay, something may be going wrong. They may be trying to convey something to us, so I knew that he's basically a darker person. Our Truth, he's a comedian. He's the limelight of the show. He's the comedy relief. We all know that. Our Truth no longer is looking to be the comedy relief of any more WWE programming, and I don't blame him. Did you see R Truth on the mic today? Not only this man, everybody had to stop and shut up and watch. This is the power. They ain't got nobody like that on the roster that's moving like that outside of the people that's at the top. WWE is in a wild situation where they want to incorporate all of these new people into wrestling. You understand? Like, they got all these people coming from NXT. They got all these new guys. It seemed like Triple H is more caught up in adding newer and different talent instead of all the talent you have in-house that you could be cultivating. And that's what I believe is getting lost in the shuffle with all of this new acquisitions and triple A's and the advertisements. And, we getting caught up in the actual heartbeat and soul, which is the wrestlers, especially the ones that have been here around for a long time, where the people actually care. Most times people don't even care about the people that's out there. You charting out all these new people, and you got all these new people that's on the way. You got people on the roster that ain't really got pushed yet. Now back to R Truth. What I see from R Truth, he said at the end before he dropped the mic, he said, put some respect on his name. We all know the truth. It was a gimmick. And I'm not going to blame Triple H for the R Truth gimmick. Bottom line is, black wrestlers are not promoted correctly in professional wrestling. I do give AEW credit. Shout out to what's going on with the Hurt Syndicate. I think that that's just unbelievable. What they doing down there in AEW, they are just catching my attention. Every time I take a look over there on how they are promoting black talent, prestigious, no joking, ain't no clowning. Come on, I want to go back to look at how they promoted WWE wrestlers. You had the New Day. These guys were running around throwing pancakes. You understand? This was a disgrace. You understand? Like, that was so disrespectful, to see these three guys, these three strong black men running around throwing pancakes in the audience. You had what was it? What was my man? Kofi Kingston winning the WWE title. And he got rainbows and everything. We all know this man got a family and a wife and kids and everything at home. What is going on here? You understand? So it was just not black. People want to see black talent promoted like you see Braun Breaker. Do you see Braun Breaker? Do you see any joking or clowning around when you look at a Braun Breaker? So when you look at Seth Rollins, outside of the dancing and the stuff, when it's presence there, you understand? When you see some of the black wrestlers, it's just a lot of clowning going on. And R-Truth is too talented. He got too much presence to be running around trying to be funny all the time. It's time to get serious. It's time to go for, it all. And that's what I believe R-Truth is about to do. I believe R-Truth is going to eventually get to the stage of, competing for that title, and I think he should just take it off of Cena, because everybody is expecting, basically everybody expects that the title is going right back in the hands of Cody Rhodes, but I don't think that's the call that needs to be made. Right now, you need to put the machine behind R-Truth. It just is what it is. We just got to call it how we see it. But that was very epic, what R-Truth was saying. So give him props. But he's the hottest thing right now in professional wrestling, and it's not even close. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with Flight Sports. If you want more professional wrestling news updates and more, make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to Flight Sports. We're bringing nonstop content, news updates. Shout out to everybody, man. Let me know what's your thoughts on this R-Truth dynamic. Let me know your thoughts on what's going on in the world of wrestling and the whole situation that happened with R-Truth. And Triple H basically retracting his statements, and acknowledging. Obviously, he don't want the audience to think that they got all the power. That's the last thing that they want. But it is what it is. Make sure you hit the like button and most definitely hit the subscribe button. It's Flight Sports TV.